has been a bit since we did any of these. Talking about a TV show.
I wish Christmas didn't exist.
Yeah. So, like, what, about a month and a half or something?
We had to skip time. What was the other thing? Inclement weather.
Yeah, there was a little bit of snow and ice and stuff happens.
Yeah, we're gonna be lucky if we don't have to end up having to skip due to what's been going on.
Ah, yes, what's been going on? Yeah. So
and being contagious.
Yeah.
Let
Anyway,
alone the fact that it had been a while since we even did the next installment of these episodes. What is this? Part 3.
so this is TKR, part 3,
Yeah, I'm pleased
Team Knight Rider.
that we've been able to keep soldiering through these.
Yeah.
It's pretty great. Would you be able to agree that they all count as good episodes?
Oh, I haven't been disappointed yet.
I'll go
were-
ahead and consider this still my favorite
There were
show currently. This counts as my favorite current thing that I'm watching currently.
yeah. None of the episodes have put me to sleep, and they also kind of have me glued to the television.
Yeah, they had great moments in them.
So,
Starting at number 12 this time.
yeah.
What is this? 12 through 16.
Yes.
Part 3 is 12 through 16.
Yeah. So,
So what's our episode 12?
episode 12, shit, I forgot the name. But,
The Bad Seed.
yeah.
What the hell is that?
Basically, Duke and Trick, get trapped on an island of all females?
Yeah, that's kind of on the edge.
Yeah.
His resemination effort.
Yeah. And,
The mad scientist, the villain of this is a guy who wants to kill off the entire planet's population
because,
except for him and his
yeah.
island of beautiful women.
And to me, it counts as a sympathetic villain because sometimes humanity does piss me off. So
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
He's got a big grudge and
huge.
chip on his shoulder about
humanity being
what he says is,
disease-ridden.
he calls people filthy, disease-ridden creatures,
Yeah.
but then also the detriment to the planet. He makes some environmental
Some Georgia
references
Guidestones
of the fact that
type
our
stuff.
species is
Yeah.
a harm to the
Yes.
planet.
And
Which, if so, why kill everybody off? And if you're just going to repopulate,
exactly.
do you think it has something to do with him being able to
Oh yeah, definitely.
impregnate many different females
Without a
that
doubt.
all happen to be
Quite attractive.
attractive?
Yeah.
Anyway, this guy is a mad scientist with a virus of some kind
And
that he stole.
yeah.
He was supposed to be the one researching to combat the
He was-
virus, but now he's weaponizing it
and they never
to use
Yeah.
in his.
There was no specific line of events that led to him being just fed up with humanity. He's like, well, I'm just gonna instead. They didn't
Was it
double
just
cross him
a
or
Dorcas man, yeah.
anything.
He
So
just
it just all of a sudden,
feels that way
all of a sudden, it's like, yeah, let's just use the virus to
due to
eliminate humanity.
when Earth Day became popular in the 90s. Remember,
Yeah,
April 22nd.
April 20. Yeah,
But he he lures these ladies there by, what is it?
it
Missed that part of the episode.
we.
He claims it's
It's like a
spa
resort
retreat.
vacation.
One of those spa retreat things with the
And it's like Hotel California.
like acupuncture and Reiki.
yeah, when you're there, you can't leave.
Well, there's guests. There's a bunch of hot ladies that are spa guests, but then there's also a bunch of hot ladies that are his that are his
like agents.
employees, his hench persons.
Yeah, the hench people.
The military, the trained employees that carry out his.
Yeah, and they're all ladies too. Like that. There's no man on this island at all outside of.
Let's see. Yeah, men aren't even allowed.
Duke
There's
and-
no male employees. His plant. Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they shoot the Jort jet down.
They do with a laser.
Yeah, this episode involves the Jort jet being shot the heck down.
You remember when they were going down? They had to tie all the cars down with the bungees.
Oh yes, great shots involving. Dude,
Houston, we have a problem.
different cast members and employees pretending like they're in
They're in a crisis mode.
a plane moving all over the place,
Yeah.
going, oh,
We gotta tie all these expensive Ford cars down.
yeah,
Yeah, it's
they're
great.
cabling everything down. Yep.
Yeah,
And then the attack beast flies out.
he does.
Remember?
Yeah.
Or compartment is breached or whatever.
It's the drive.
The door flies up. The black truck comes out,
Yeah.
and Duke and Trek are stuck there for the time being to have the episode.
Yeah.
That's
so,
where you have to hold the episode.
yeah.
They
It's
meet what's his name, man? Mad Scientist Man.
mad scientist. They meet him and,
And you go through to foil the operation, of course.
yeah. So
I thought it was great.
yeah,
Anything where you can
we
have the dialogue worm its way towards a
just
straight up island of beautiful women.
yeah. It's always good when we try to put one of those in.
And not to mention, what is this gene pool?
Oh. Yeah. What is that?
Every next member of the population is going to be.
All related to him. Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be.
He didn't work his plan out very well.
No. Very awkward. Yeah.
Anyway,
But great
a
episode.
good episode.
Full of all types of crazy antics. Yeah, episode 13, Out of the Past is its name.
Now that one was a doozy.
Come on! Good!
Yeah.
Would you agree that counts as a
Yes.
that counts as a
We like I think we rewatched it twice and it was still hard to follow.
It's got a lot in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's chock full of it's a great
Each sentence of the episode packs a punch, as
yeah.
they
There's
say.
expo dumps that go 90 miles an hour. It's
But yeah,
the same in a lot of these episodes. That I'll really hand it to them.
yeah.
It's actually the opposite of stupid. Is that if you're not paying attention,
Oh yeah, you'll miss
sometimes you blink and you miss some quick
it. It's like Lost.
visual expo cues
You miss 5 minutes of Lost.
to what the heck is even happening. But
You're-
yeah,
Yeah. So
you get cat burglar Kyle.
yeah.
Dante, clear. Pull it easy, easy. Good.
He goes into a jungle in Pichu to explore an ancient temple, but the primary drive is because one of his old military or service ladies was there. A lady that he met in the
Yeah,
Special
it involves
ops.
an ex-girlfriend of Kyle's.
yeah.
Something to do with
How she was left behind in
stealing a giant emerald
South. Yeah, they kicked the episode off with
that he has to deliver to the people that are holding her captive in exchange for her.
yeah.
And then
And,
you go from there. You get 50 plot complications
Yeah.
on top of that.
You get this.
Pretty
You
great.
get layering of plots and yeah.
Pretty great because it culminates in what's it called? Indiana Jones ripoff.
Yeah,
type thing.
the last third of the episode can basically count as Indiana Jones homage / ripoff. So
It involves the threat of some rainforest deforestation.
yeah, You
that
get-
they're trying to avoid.
You get 2 maniacal millionaires, not just one.
It involves a
The
man who was working
so
for the CIA and the KGB, double agent man.
it's double agent man who is protected by international diplomacy and happens to be the father, I think, of the tribe lady.
You get a cool
It's a lot.
little update on our Kyle and Jenny overarching subplot
Yeah,
of their romance.
it's where you,
You
get
get
you get to
a
think
bit of an indicator that Jenny likes Kyle just as much as he likes her.
it's the betting man's it's the start of the bet. It's like
So you
know,
got another great thing of their
they're going to be a thing
of their
before-
dating saga.
They're going to be a thing before the series is over.
You get a tribal. We're in Brazil. This is a Brazilian
It's
native tribe, but it's one of those where it's like where they chalk it up to like a pre-Inca civilization.
yes,
It's this advanced civilization that was like
left
from before, like
yeah.
Clovis or whatever they're called.
You can-
One of those where they don't know, like in Peru, where you don't know where some of those buildings
Yeah, it's
actually came from.
yeah. Speaking of those buildings,
That is that cool statue
it's this
that looks kind of like Broly from
the
Dragon Ball,
the,
or
the
a cross
temple.
between a Buddha
Yeah,
and the what's his name from Street Fighter, or Baki's dad.
Yeah.
It's a really funny
it's awesome.
statue man with this hair and these
Yeah,
these
the
crazy eyes of
the pyramid that
a cross between
the statue is in is actually home to ancient futuristic technology that harvests the solar power or the power from the sun and then shoots it in a laser.
Yeah, they have
And that's just a small plot point of
a death ray.
this episode. It's freaking this episode is insane. So
Let's see. Let's forget and point out before I forget what it is. One of the guest stars in one of these bad guy henchmen
yes.
turned out to be one of the roughnecks from the movie Car Wash.
Yeah, we all remember Car Wash.
If you miss that old boy, I think I've seen him in other stuff.
Yeah.
I don't remember, but if you miss that old boy, the tall Native American man from Car Wash,
Car Wash. Yep. Yeah, we've all seen Car Wash.
awesome to see him again.
Yeah, and one other point to note here for this episode is the CGI render of Sky One. It's always good to see a late '90s.
Oh,
Render of a
they had
plane.
a couple cool shots of the Georgette
Yeah, it's not even a real.
making its way.
It's a render. Yeah.
Oh, some of those effects shots involving at the end
Yeah.
with the death ray and the stuff flying. And
Yeah. Yeah. It's a.
yeah, they expertly added some dust.
Oh yeah.
I love when you need when a structure is coming down or there's an earthquake.
Yeah, you need.
You just add in some great dust falling,
Yeah, you need the dust. Otherwise, you wouldn't know.
and you have the thing. Yeah.
And also remember the sign. That sign that says, hey, this temple is indeed an ancient laser with that stupid
yes.
ass graph.
Our plank of Sumamanon or whatever it was that
It's
shows the
a stone tablet where it's just
lets you know quite clearly
yeah. This
that they have a death ray.
this temple is a death ray. Very
Again, great episode.
very enthralling, very awesome. Yeah. Episode 14 The Return of Mega Man. Which is pictured right there. Not the blue bomber though. That would be that would be hitting too close to
How do you even do that, by the way?
Capcom.
Yeah. Don't you think in 1998, Mega Man was a well known enough
Everybody knew who Mega Man was.
property?
But yeah,
that you shouldn't get away with.
yeah. But, well, what they did was they put it all together in the one word. See, Capcom copyrighted Mega Man instead of Mega Man. Mega Man, Mega Man. I guess. Anyway, the crew, basic plot synopsis, the crew had to get a former designer engineer of this, and employee of Kit.
Oh, yes, this is the guy
to,
who is part of Flag,
yeah. They pull him out of
and
retirement.
possibly with Knight Industries,
Possibly, yeah. Yeah. They pull him
before David Hasselhoff.
before, yeah.
It
There-
said he retired in 1981, so that's kind of interesting
he looked good
to
for. He looked.
learn what all they did before the kit car
You know, come to think of it,
and Michael Knight.
he was probably 70 in the episode if he retired in like 1981 or
Oh,
something.
well, not maybe he was in retirement age,
60 or
but
something.
however old he was supposed to be.
But yeah, so he looked
And,
good for
that
being
is the Mega Man.
that age.
And what do they need him for?
So
This was pretty great. It was a neutron.
yeah, a neutron being some type of super technologically advanced tank.
EX5 or
Yeah.
XE5.
And he was the only one that dismantled one back in the 80s.
There's two.
something.
They built two. They
Yeah.
store them in giant satellite compartments orbiting the planet, correct?
Yes.
The first one he helped defeat. The first one, it was deployed sometime in the late 70s or something.
Yeah. And it was, I'm assuming that one was as technologically advanced as this one.
They're the same.
But,
yeah,
yeah,
it's
so-
two of the same model.
But yeah.
Anyway, he defeated that one in one of his missions from before.
And
So
maybe he can do it
they
again.
use him again
Yeah.
because the second neutron tank.
Just
Did they ever explain who triggered it, or did they have
I-
a particular
I kind
mad scientist villain beef for this episode
So,
for why to do it?
I
it was
did-
somewhere in the American Southwest where it was
Yeah.
running on the loose and
I could only assume
damaging roads.
I could only assume it was either the Chinese themselves did it, because early in the episode they mentioned, "Hey, I designed these
were
for the
made
Chinese,"
in conjunction with China
but maybe
originally.
But yeah, they never outright said, "Hey, it was the Chinese that deployed this."
And there's nobody in there.
Nope,
It's got a seat like a regular tank in there,
it is completely autonomous.
but nobody's in there. So it's a runaway robot
It is a robot rogue
neutron tank.
autonomous tank. Yes.
Neutron XE5.
Yeah. I mean, the thing about tanks is you put a satellite dish on top of it and it's automatically advanced. It literally looks like a normal tank.
It's got great equipment on
Except
it.
for a
It's got its little EMP pulse gun,
Yeah, there's more inside, but
and it makes a little
yeah.
Kool-Aid wave
Yeah.
that jams up your military
Yes, it does.
assault rifles. I thought that was neat.
The
The guy says everything's haywire.
all of our tracking beacons
He's killed all our equipment, the tanks, the guns, everything.
our bullets can no longer go where they need to go.
He'll deprogram your guns.
Yeah, it just goes to show how many computers should be in a gun. But yeah,
Anyway, you again go through your plot.
it was
There's some good human interest drama involving cast member Erica.
yes, yeah.
This chunk of the show has some great stuff involving Erica.
It basically involves Erica having the most meaningful relationship she's ever had on the show, and it only lasts like 20 or 30 minutes or something.
Well,
So-
there's a known mechanism for
Yeah.
TV shows so they can start back at square one after
yeah.
that episode.
You got to reset to
Like
zero.
Captain Kirk falling in love with the girl in that episode, and
Yeah.
then she ends up getting killed. So then
Yeah.
he
Go-
can start over and go back to being Captain Kirk.
But
It's very important for Erica to be a seductress
oh, definitely.
in her infiltratrix
It's
capacity for the team, so they give her a chance to fall in love with the guy,
it's great.
but then
It's great too.
she's able to snap back to square one for the next episode.
The guy's name being Ken. Ken needs a partner again.
Mega Man?
Yeah,
Yeah, it involved, he had some kind of girlfriend for a partner back in the late 70s.
and we're doing it again.
Yep.
100% the same situation.
That's how you defeat the tank. Yeah, it was the only way to
It's a two-person job.
defeat Neutron.
Yeah. So, I think. But yeah, should we give them a reason to watch the episode and not spoil the ending, or?
Oh, yeah, we don't want to give away spoilers and make giveaways
Okay.
for every
Yeah.
for every
All I gotta say is.
mini plot.
All I gotta say is watch
Good
it.
episode.
Watch it and be blown away by the ending, because I was blown away by the ending. Yeah. All right. Episode 15. Angels in Chains.
Who is this?
Bruschetto and Brie. I'm sorry. Probably expecting Fluffernutter.
This is yeah.
We finally get an update from what they did with those doggone Michael Knight files
Yeah, that's right.
in one of the very first episodes of the series.
Yeah.
This is the thing that has to do with Jenny looking up David Hasselhoff on the internet.
Yeah. So, and what might become what I'm going to go ahead and predict as a common plot thread. Anytime Jenny or anybody looks up Michael Knight, Mobius is going to be there. Because Mobius, I think Mobius framed her this time.
It was a clever way for the arch-villain man to get the information and get her in trouble.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to look up Michael Knight, or
Nope.
the files are restricted or whatever.
Very sensitive information.
And he gets a hold of, through this extremely clever way, with Jenny being the one looking him up, but then Mobius gets a hold of the files,
Yeah.
and
And
she gets hauled off to prison for treason.
yes. Yeah. And
Another high-stakes episode.
it's very high stakes. Yeah. So,
And they do some great stuff, of course, in there,
yeah.
with Team Knight Rider trying to help Jenny.
It was, as far as pacing goes, this was one of the slower ones, but you had to have that intense court action where Erica has to say, but I was doing this,
Jenny?
or Jenny, yes. Where Jenny
Yeah,
has to
she
say.
explains it has something to do with her.
Her biological father, I think.
There's a guy, she was adopted.
She was trying to find out.
And the reason she came to Knight Riders that has something to do with
Yeah.
one of the guys might be her biological father,
Yeah.
whether it was David Hasselhoff or somebody else. Anyway, she had a real reason to snoop through these
Yeah.
computer files, but then our arch-villain man in the wheelchair again
Yeah.
proved that he's a devious
He's a smart.
super genius man.
He is a smart man. Yeah. So this episode's notable for some great emotional acting from Kyle.
Was this our Kyle's
This is the outburst.
and our what was it? Well, then why did you even
yeah.
Yeah.
He's like slamming his freaking fist down on the table, and
Kyle.
yeah, you want to root for him.
I don't know how. If I knew how, do you think she'd be sitting in a jail cell right now? See, you've got the resources of the entire foundation at your disposal. You find out how. You owe it to her. Damn it, you owe it to me. What?
It's like, man, Kyle, why don't you show more emotion?
Atta Kyle.
It's amazing. And of course, we got the mystery informant.
Oh, yes.
There's a mystery informant that helps the plot along because
Yeah,
there's
we
not
had a guy
enough
lurking in the shadows of
deploying information at key important times
it was like the green room
to move the plot.
or the storage room.
Yeah,
the computer
they kept
banks.
meeting
He
in
was standing in a dark
dark zones.
shadow closet
Yeah.
storage
It was
area, like behind the shelf or something.
Yeah, he always had to be in a dark zone.
Do you think it might have to do with the Knight Foundation or Knight Industries?
Not at all. No. And we, of course, can't go without mentioning the great bus explosion from the prison bus. That was great. That was good.
Yeah, they didn't drop the ball on vehicle action and explosions.
Yeah. Last episode of this batch, we're doing 5, 6, 5, and 6. So this is the 5th episode for this batch. The blonde woman.
The thing with the blondes. Yep. This is the blondes episode.
The name of the episode is The Blonde Woman. And general plot synopsis, they have to go after this guy that they think is a lady, but is a guy, a cross-dressing agent that has a fusion bomb in his backpack, and he's gonna blow up. He's trying to go after his wife, I think, and
some kind of assassin
he was
who apparently poses as his wife,
Why
who
would-
is now his ex-wife.
Yes, that's why you would pose as your wife. I asked that question while I was, but then she could be framed for the murder of the ex, something along those lines. It would be a good way for him to stay out of.
Yeah, but I thought he still wanted to be around her. I thought he still wanted to be a good husband and be with his wife. Anyway, you begin the episode with Hunk, Duke, and the Attack Beast
High speed.
that thwart this assassin
Yeah,
by running on top of a Camaro.
L.A. traffic.
We got Camaro abuse again.
Yeah, that's
And they thwart this assassin
damn
that
Chevy.
turns out to be a male who they thought was a female. Mm-hmm. And then you get into this whole entire thing with
Well, yeah, he's not who we
who it
thought.
turns out to be and
Yeah.
whoever else turns out to be
There was
and who is ended up thwarting your plans.
It's great because his wife, it winds up being a thing. His wife had like blonde curly hair, and they just so happened to be going to a function where a lot of people, a lot of women had blonde curly hair. So it's the millions of blondes joke that you could.
Yeah, this was back in the
Yes.
days of the extreme popularity of the blonde jokes.
Yeah.
As well as, remember those ads that talked about Swedish bikini team?
Yes, I
Was
vaguely
that the
remember.
Silver Bullet or Bud Light?
Yeah,
I think it was beer commercials back in the 90s
mainly beer commercials.
that had a pretty popular run with the Swedish bikini team. Anyway, you got blondes punching each other out. Another great episode for Erica.
Yes.
She does some awesome Erica stuff
Yeah.
in there. And you go through a pretty cool action plot with this assassin man
Yeah.
and a lady that turns out to be his ex-wife.
His ex-wife.
Kyle jumps off a cruise ship,
Yeah, we get some
for crying out loud.
great action from Kyle on this one too. He's running around, doing everything, jumps off the cruise ship.
He's dry. He's wet again.
Yeah.
His face keeps dripping. How long does it take for your head to quit dripping after you're wet?
So if you have not a lot of hair, it shouldn't take all that long. Maybe like 5 minutes or something to stop.
Kyle!
But his head just keeps dripping. And also, let's not forget the trying to make your leadership more human. Jenny is accused of just being a company gal.
Oh, the subplot. Yeah, this has
Yeah.
a good theme in this episode where people just need to be more fun
and lighthearted.
and fun-loving.
Yeah. They need to not take their job so seriously. So
That ends up in a pretty comical payoff.
yeah. So
Let's see, what else stands out? Duke poses as a temperamental champagne cruise ship
oh yeah.
bartender employee.
To me,
I liked that. He was like, if
Yeah.
guests drink flat champagne on my watch.
he was well within his element. I totally believed
It
he
was pretty good.
a waiter.
Pretty good over-the-top histrionics on the part of
Yeah.
none other than old Duke.
Yeah. It was great. Yeah. Very and
For your plot.
I mean, we've already mentioned Erica too, but I mean, she deserves another mention. But yeah, do you think they were trying to cruise on the popularity of Speed 2 with this one? The ship didn't even go anywhere.
Oh, was that right around when that came out? I guess so.
Yeah,
I
they
think. I don't remember.
the ship didn't. Yeah, the ship didn't even go anywhere. They were able
Before
to.
that. Yeah,
They were able to freely go on. and
having
off.
a casino gambling and champagne party
right,
with mostly blonde ladies
right off of the shore.
on the what's it called? The boat dock. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, what an adventurous cruise. Maybe it was like one of those like water, like in a district where you're only allowed to have a casino on the water. So
Oh yeah, the gambling rules.
Yep.
Well, it's in the plot. The guy had a real reason in part of the competition of the two guys
oh yeah,
that were basically trying to have each other killed or
yeah, that's right.
kill each other.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was pretty awesome. We're
Yeah.
partying down on a cruise ship. And is there always a need to go? No. When I think of a cruise ship, I think mostly of just having fun on this
Yeah,
ultimate fun zone that's the giant boat,
yeah,
as opposed to actually going somewhere. Do I
Yeah.
think I want to get on the cruise ship and move to keep going to either Bahamas and and the Tube
Yeah.
or whatever that's called, Big Sur.
yeah. So yeah,
They have their own water parks.
yeah. There's not
It's
always
got a
need.
buffet, a water slide, a dance club.
Yeah, and if you need to evacuate, the land is right there. So yeah, they should just stay.
Oh, that too. Yeah,
Stay on the
menace
beach.
of shark attacks and
Yeah. So, but yeah,
Oh, they've kept solid.
these
Again, they have not let us down. I enjoyed
Yeah.
this chunk just as much as the others.
these continue, yeah, to be absolutely solid.
Yeah.
Each batch is as good, if not better, than the last one.
Yeah, it's going to be, all I'm going to say is it's going to be sad to
Yeah, this last, yeah,
get into the final stretch just knowing that it's the final stretch.
hopefully they'll resolve a lot of the overarching tensions and plot points and all that hoo-ha.
Well, again,
at
I
the
don't
end.
really want them to. I would like this to
Oh, yeah,
keep.
yeah.
I would like this to keep going more
That's
than
right.
22 episodes.
That's right.
Sadly, this only involves 22 episodes.
That's right. Yeah. So there's only one season. That's all you get.
So yeah, it is.
Teen.
Yeah,
Knight Rider.
this does count as a good TV show.
Yeah.
Dante, Kyle wanted me to tell you that you're in charge of communication. Short range is the priority. I heard. You know you could just ask me to help you.